Good afternoon. This is Holly McFarland with East Texas Communities Foundation. So we are about to start the East Texas Giving Day prizes presentation. If you guys can't hear me or we have audio problems like I know we've had in the past, you can type it in the chat and I will try to address it. Okay, so what we will do is we're going to go ahead and get started. So a few things that you guys need to know is I will email out this list of prizes at the end of East Texas Giving Day. At the end of this presentation, sorry. And we'll talk at the end about some deadlines that are coming that you need to know about or be reminded about. And anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. This will be a fast webinar. It won't be the full hour. And we'll just kind of talk about how how the prizes work within the system. Okay, so prize money is offered to the nonprofits that are participating as an effort to generate some fun, some enthusiasm, and a little bit of built-in competition. The prize money starts with the gamification of the event, and it will populate on the site on April 27th. So you won't see, or there won't be any interaction or a way for you to earn prizes in the early giving. Most of it happens on game day. There is a prize that we've talked about during our opening webinars and things back in January about most advanced scheduled gifts, which is most advanced early giving. There's a $1,000 prize related to that. So it's the nonprofit that receives the most money in advance gifts between April 5th and April 27th at 5:59 a.m., right before Giving Day starts on the 27th. So other than that, all the other prizes will take place on game day, April 27th. Prizes are awarded at designated times throughout East Texas Giving Day. As a participant in the event, you will be aware of when these prizes are if you have the sheet of paper in front of you. Like I said, I will email this out to all registered nonprofits at the conclusion of this presentation. And this year we have a little over 15,000 in prize money, which I think is very exciting. This all comes from the East Texas Communities Foundation Unrestricted Fund. And so every year it grows just a little bit as long as the markets perform. And so to me, it's exciting that this is where we get our funds for this part of the event. And it's exciting that we can share that money with you guys. Prize money can be won by any participating nonprofit. There's simple criteria to win, and all of that is explained in the prize document. So these are some of the things that we will base the prizes on. They're very simple to comprehend. We don't want anything complicated. Giving Day has got a lot of moving parts, and I have to do the awarding, and you guys have to do the performing in order to receive it. And so with that said, we want it to keep it simple. So some of the criteria that will be required to win prizes are that it's the total number of new donors in a specific hour. That's what some of the prizes are based on. Or the total overall donors, or the most money raised during a time frame. We'll do some that are on historical milestones. Those are going to be like just luck of the draw, so to speak, for you to acquire those because you're going to have to hit a specific threshold or something. But again, all that will be clearly indicated within the document that you guys will all receive. Your nonprofit can receive more than one prize, and every year we usually have about one, sometimes two nonprofits that receive multiple prizes, which there's a strategy involved in winning these Giving Day prizes, and I encourage you to sit down with your team, look at what's offered, see what is a best fit, and apply your talents to try to go out and win that cash. And again, nonprofits of all sizes have the ability to win. I hear every year, well, I didn't have a chance to win because I'm not one of the big guys. Well, that's not true because a lot of these are based on most new donors or number of donors in a specific targeted time frame. And if you rally your troops, and you can win these prizes. Some of them are easy to acquire. Now, I understand that some of them about raising the most money may not be as easy as getting the most donors in the door. So that's we've combined a combination of those kind of prizes to assist all to win. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the prizes. We have some that are promoted in the early phases of East Texas Giving Day. So whenever you attended or reviewed the slides from the kickoff, we talked about early bird registration. So for early bird, we had some prize winners, and those were folks that registered their nonprofit prior to March 1st. And we drew those winners, and those winners have already been announced, and the checks have already been mailed to these particular individuals. But I wanted to make sure you guys were all aware that we have granted out these prizes to these early bird registrants. So $250 went to 1 in 3 Foundation, Pastor's Hope, East Texas Youth Orchestra, and the Literacy Council of Bowie and Miller Counties. Now, all 4 of these organizations, this was a random drawing. These organizations registered their nonprofits prior to the March 1st deadline, and we held the drawing, and all of these guys have been notified, and we are proud and pleased and hope that they use the monies to for the betterment of their campaign. Okay, so new donor-based prizes. There's a handful of those within the system. I wanted to kind of talk to you about how one might look. We have one that will happen on Giving Day. It's called Good Morning Giving Day. It will be from 7 to 8 a.m. This prize is awarded to nonprofits with the most new, or another verbiage that you'll hear us say is first-time donors. It's going to be for $200. So you're probably wondering how we calculate what a first-time donor is. So whenever Jim, the donor, goes to the website, he is going to self-indicate at checkout. So first-time donors go at checkout, and this first question says, are you a first-time donor to this organization? And they select yes or no. They have to choose something. It is a required field. So it is from that field that we run a report that will tell us for that specific time frame from 7 to 8 a.m. how many new donors each organization got. So these are this is a great opportunity for you to promote for those early birds. If you have a let's say a workout facility or something, and as part of your mission, and folks come usually early in the morning to work out, this would be a great prize for your organization to try to push people to participate early, because those early risers can help you get this first prize of the day. Last year, last year was a stellar year. We had 35% of donors indicate that they were first-time givers, and that makes sense because last year was, the beginning phases of COVID, and there was a lot of media outreach about nonprofits being, you know, lots of requests for services and things like that. So it was a really hot button issue at the moment, and so 35% of our contributors that day for Giving Day said they were first timers. So again, this is something that your donors have to indicate, and that's how we will select the winner for those type of prizes. We have some new prizes this year. I always like to try to incorporate new prizes. It kind of adds a little fun to the event. This year, we have some milestone prizes that we are going to give. This one is for peer-to-peer fundraisers. If you didn't get to see the peer-to-peer fundraiser webinar, I encourage you to go back to easttexasgivingday.org under nonprofit resources and review that content. Peer-to-peer is something new that we are launching this year. It is an attempt to have folks fundraise on your behalf. So you should utilize volunteers, board members, staff, really dedicated contributors to your cause. These are the individuals that are going to be stellar peer-to-peer fundraise leaders for your organization, and it's an excellent way to increase your circle of influence. So For this prize, we want to reward your fundraisers. So this prize is for the most money raised by the collective efforts of all your peer-to-peer fundraisers. So this is a prize that we will award at the conclusion of East Texas Giving Day. It won't be immediate. I will have to run some reports and do some math, so to speak, but this prize is rewarding all of the efforts that you have put into peer-to-peer and the support of those peer fundraisers that are working on your behalf. This is going to be a $300 prize. And again, it will be awarded after East Texas Giving Day. So don't look for it on April 27th. I will notify you after the event. Another milestone prize is the New Kid on the Block prize. This is for first time East Texas Giving Day participants. So first time participating nonprofits with the most donors at the conclusion of East Texas Giving Day. So again, I'll run that report, find how many first time donors gave to your organization, and whoever has the most will win a $200 little bonus prize. And again, this is another prize that will be awarded at the conclusion of East Texas Giving Day, and it is only available for those nonprofits where 2021 is the first year that they have ever participated in East Texas Giving Day. Another milestone prize is going to be our most improved prize. So year after year, I want to reward your improvements in your campaign that you do. So this is for returning East Texas Giving Day participants. And by returning, I am meaning that if you participated in 2020, you're the ones that can qualify for this prize. Returning nonprofits that have the largest increase in the number of overall donors from 2020 to 2021. So this is everyone that gave to you. We will go back and pull records. We have all the records from 2020, and we will compare those to 2021 donors, and whoever has the most contributors to their cause on East Texas Giving Day website, you will receive a $200 prize. And again, it will be rewarded at the conclusion of East Texas Giving Day because that's going to take some math, and usually it takes me a while to get all that accomplished. Okay, so another milestone prize. We did this last year because East Texas Communities Foundation, which hosts East Texas Giving Day, serves a large swath of real estate. We serve 32 East Texas counties. So I wanted to make sure that we touched every county. So in order for us to do that, we created a prize called the County Fair. And this is based on the county that you registered your nonprofit for when setting up your profile. So you may have chose Smith, Gregg, Lamar, whichever county you chose. I will pull a report with all organizations from Lamar County, and whomever raised the most or has the most donors from those communities are going to win this additional prize of $100. There's $100 per county. So this overall prize is $3,200, but there's $100 reserved for each community. So Cherokee County nonprofits would have a chance at $100. Smith County nonprofits would have whoever raised or had the most donors would win $100. So every county is going to have one of these, and it will be awarded at the conclusion of East Texas Giving Day. Okay, so again, we had some new prizes. These are kind of fun. This one's going to be, I think, a really great generator of excitement. It's the hashtag East Texas Giving Day 2021 Selfie for Good. So we're going to draw two random winners. They're going to be $100 value each, picked from nonprofits that use the hashtag ETGD 2021 in their social media post on Facebook. I am narrowing this down to Facebook. I am a one-man band, and I want to make this easy for me to award. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow all the hashtags, and we're going to download the report and randomly select two nonprofits to receive this $100 bonus prize at the conclusion of East Texas Giving Day. So I'm really excited to see your post. These can be anything. It doesn't have to be a selfie. It can be any time that you post any communications related to East Texas Giving Day, but primarily these are meant to be selfies for good. So you and your staff, you and your board, just your board holding an East Texas Giving Day yard sign, whatever you want to do, the more you post, the more opportunities that your name will go in the hat to be randomly selected. So keep that in mind. And again, it's a $200 combination prize because there's going to be two $100 prizes awarded. Okay, so part of the fun is the power hours for East Texas Giving Day, and these generate a lot of excitement. We see our largest increase in giving during these power hours. It really motivates the public, it motivates the nonprofits, and it's exciting. The tickers just keep rolling up during these times. Um, so this year we're going to do a couple of power hours. We have one from 9 to 10 a.m., another from 1 to 2 p.m., and the final one 7 to 8 p.m. These are going to be a prize valued at $1,000, and that's for the most money raised in those time frames. And again, this is beyond a doubt one of the best performing prizes that we do for East Texas Giving Day because of the larger value that's placed on it. You, as the nonprofit, can decide if this is something you want to go after or if you want to go after a combination of the smaller prizes. Um, the most money raised, it can go all over the place. We've had, $20,000 was the most money raised. We've had $60,000 is the most money raised during a power hour. So each nonprofit has to decide if this is a good fit for your organization and how you're going to go after it. But I do encourage you to think of a strategy and decide if it's a good fit, and then market it, market it, market it, and push, push, push to generate those donations during those time frames. We have a special power hour this year. It's the Love Where You Live power hour. It's going to be from 11 to 12 p.m. That's 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's right before lunch. Sorry, that looks a little confusing on this slide, but I promise it's clear as mud on the prize document you will all receive. It is also valued as a $1,000 prize, and it will be again based on the most money raised in that time frame. We have a special power hour that is new this year. It's called the Final Four prize, and it's for the final 4 hours of the Giving Day event from 8 p.m. until midnight. And so, just FYI, Giving Day is 18 hours. It starts at 6 a.m. until midnight. And you can tell from the performance on the site where some of the activity wanes. And so we are trying to uh, capitalize and increase giving at the end of the evening as well, not just during the business hours. And so we've created this Final Four prize for the final 4 hours of the Giving Day event. So from 8 p.m. until midnight, your nonprofit, if they raise the most money during that time frame, would be able to receive a $1,500 bonus prize. So it's an exciting time. It is quite a window of opportunity. I'm really excited to see how you guys market it. To me, it's very exciting to see these kind of prizes, and I love to see the marketing that you guys come up with to support your efforts. The final big power hour that we have this year is a very special power hour. It's the Super Power Hour. It will be from 3 to 4 p.m. This is kind of an evolution of the day. At 3 to 4 p.m. has proven itself to be one of the strongest hours of giving. I don't know if that's just whenever the public is taking a break and wants to come over and see how you guys are doing. Maybe, I don't know, people just seem this has proven over the course of the 6 years of Giving Day to be one of the most popular hours of generosity. So with that said, we thought we would reward and encourage the public to support you guys. And so for that power hour, it is going to be worth $2,000. And again, it's going to be based on the most money raised in that time frame. So if this is something that your organization thinks that they can capture, then I encourage you to start strategizing now on how you are going to promote it, and I wish you the best of luck. Okay, so how will you know if you have received a prize on East Texas Giving Day? We have multiple channels of how we will get that information to you. A staff member here at ETCF will email you as the winning nonprofit. I will email the point person, the lead, the campaign lead for your organization. So you will receive an email at this as soon as the prize has been awarded. It will also be posted onto the leaderboards tab. So if you're monitoring your performance on easttexasgivingday.org on the website, there is a prize tab. And once it has been awarded and confirmed, it will be pushed out and made public on the website. We will also do our best to post and tag all nonprofits on Facebook that they have received a prize so that you can celebrate your victory with your followers on social media. Again, social media plays a huge part of East Texas Giving Day's success, so we do a lot of the push out of information via Facebook. So that leads us to our big finale, East Texas Giving Day Live. This year, um, we will be doing a public event, East Texas Giving Day Live, from 4 to 6 p.m. It will also be simulcast on Facebook, and we will do some golden tickets, and we will have fun announcements from the Giving Day staff. We are really encouraged and excited about this event. And if you are in the area, you can join us in person if you would like. We do encourage, of course, social distancing and for you to be masked. We're not trying to have a super spreader out of East Texas Giving Day, but we would like to have an event where if you are in the area, you can join us. We are going to be hosted by the Plaza Tower. We will be in the Plaza Tower lobby, which is in downtown Tyler, located at 110 North College Avenue. So there's going to be more details to follow. I will keep all of you informed about how East Texas Giving Day Live is going to take place and what is going to happen over there. But it's looking to be a really exciting event. We're going to do lots. It's going to be primarily hosted on Facebook Live. So if you're not in Smith County and you're not in Tyler, Texas that day on April 27th, and you are in Texarkana, you are still encouraged to join the event through Facebook. So this will all happen on ETCF's Facebook page. And when you get your um, when you get your prize list, there's going to be details on it to explain it a little bit better. And again, like I said, I will send out correspondence as we get closer, and the details have been more finite. But we are really excited about going live on East Texas Giving Day to celebrate all the nonprofits and the generosity in our community. Okay, so this just about wraps it up, friends. We have a complete list of prizes that can be downloaded. If you're really eager, you can go to easttexasgivingday.org under nonprofit resources. It is also available within this presentation. If you look on your panel, mine's on the right-hand side of my screen, there is a dashboard that has to do with the Giving Day presentation that we're doing right now. And there is a handouts tab, and the prize PDF is already embedded into that, and you can just click on it and download. If you would like to go ahead and have access to that as we are going through the end of this presentation. Again, if you're not technically savvy, do not sweat it. I am going to email it to the representative of your nonprofit that is listed within your East Texas Giving Day profile. So those will be emailed here just real shortly. Okay, so we have almost wrapped up all of our East Texas Giving Day trainings. And again, all of those previous ones, matching funds, best practices, social media basics, were all recorded and are all available for you to watch, or your staff or volunteers, board, whomever. It's all available on easttexasgivingday.org under nonprofit resources. The final training that we have is going to be on April 15th, and it revolves around donor stewardship. So that's a really good one because leading into Giving Day, you will receive the donor's name their address, phone number, lots of good information on those new donors to your organization. And so it's good going into Giving Day to think about how you want to communicate to them and how you want to educate them about your mission and invite them to continue giving past East Texas Giving Day. So we'll talk about some of that and get you guys on the track for good donor stewardship, which is something that you can use after East Texas Giving Day, long after East Texas Giving Day. Donor stewardship is the key to your success for fundraising. Okay, some important dates that you must be reminded about. Pre-scheduled giving starts Monday, April 5th. That means if you have not submitted your profile, you will not be live on the East Texas Giving Day site. If you're unsure that you have not submitted your profile to go live on East Texas Giving Day, go to easttexasgivingday.org and search for your nonprofit. If you do not find yourself, you have not submitted your profile to be live. Log back into your profile. There's a blue button that says submit. Submit your profile. You will then be pushed out and live on the website. I also encourage you to go back in and if you go to easttexasgivingday.org, find your profile for the public, look at it, see what it looks like, see if the photos are fuzzy, if your links work, does your email work, read your content, make sure there's no typos, those kind of things. This is the time over the next few days that you should polish and make sure that your Giving Day profile reflects the image that you want for a first-time donor to find out about your organization. This is what Giving Day. This is your chance to make yourself look and be presented the way you want to be. So please take the time and go do that. It will benefit you for strides for this event. Okay, so you can push your profile live once you hit that submit button, but you have until April 21st to continue to modify or change content on the back end. But as of 5 p.m. on April 21st, the system goes into lockdown and none of us can make changes any longer. So keep that in mind. You want to be visible starting April 5th, but you can continue to modify your content through April 21st. And of course, East Texas Giving Day is April 27th from 6 a.m. to midnight. And it's going to be really exciting. I look forward to it. I will tell you there's another prize that we have created that are milestone prizes. I didn't put them in the presentation. They will be on this document. But the nonprofit that receives the gift that pushes us over the $1 million raised mark will receive a bonus of $100. We have another prize for the nonprofit that pushes us over $2 million. They will receive a $100 prize. Last year, we raised $2.2 million, so we are anticipate that we should be able to get you guys to that point again. But we have a stretch goal of $3 million, so the nonprofit that pushes us over the $3 million mark will also receive a prize. So fingers crossed, people, we can do it. I'm excited. You guys are great at what you do. I feel like this year, as we are in the recovery mode, or going into the uphill part of COVID, that our communities are feeling very generous, and I feel like you guys are just going to do a great job. So if I can help you, please feel free to contact me. You're welcome to put anything into the chat box. I will answer any questions that you have. Don't forget to go over into the handouts field of this particular slide presentation, and you should be able to download the PDF of the prize list. But again, don't worry, I am going to email it out to you. So don't forget to submit your profile to go live, and you have until April 21st to modify anything. And if you have not paid your registration yet, you have until tomorrow at 5 to do so. So there's quite a few nonprofits that have started their profile, but they haven't finished it and they haven't paid. So that's something else of housekeeping that you guys need to take care of if you haven't already. So. All right, so I don't see any questions coming through on the chat. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. This video will be available at easttexasgivingday.org under nonprofit resources for you to review later. I look forward to a great Giving Day. See you soon. Thanks.